right, man. Welcome to another episode. We're here of Sports Talk Unfiltered, man, where we're talking all kind of sports all the time. We've been Hey Tony, is my mic good this week? There's some things to it. Oh, I can't hear you, Tone.
Tony, can't hear you.
My bad.
I got
I
you.
was moved. My
All right,
bad.
all right, all right, no
He
problem.
back. He back.
All right, man. We had a good one last week. We was missing our fourth compadre, but Howard was back with us today. And we'll try to talk some sports. We got a lot of football to talk about within this next hour. But we ask all you guys to like and share, let everybody know that we're on. We're talking sports, and we're coming on back on every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So let everybody know that we're on. Let's jump right into some stuff, man. Let's see what we got. First question. Let me take this off here. Is do you guys think I was looking at LeBron and Bronny press conference for the Lakers earlier today, and it looked good, man, as far as the press conference is concerned. My question is, do you think LeBron and Bronny is gonna work?
I guess the
Elliot,
real question is how often will you see them on the court together? I don't
Okay,
think
what do
Ronnie
you
gonna get that
mean?
much playing time. He's not gonna play that much. Uh, we probably might get some publicity um playing time, at the beginning of the season to show, to show father and son. But other than that, I don't think he's gonna be a major contributor this year. I think we still got some time before he start, um, being called up for some plays.
What do you think, Howard?
what I saw in the summer league, and I think Tony, I don't like agreeing with him all the time, but he was 100% right about it. He ain't ready, man. He's just not ready.
You're not
Um,
ready.
he's not ready, man.
Elliot, Elliot. When we had this conversation the last time maybe I'm wrong, Elliot. Help me out if I'm wrong. Didn't if I'm not mistaken, it was both of those to my left, both of them. But I think it was more so high. But I think it was both of them. Didn't they
Get the
tell
question
me?
right.
Didn't they tell me that it didn't mean much that he didn't average but 2 points in college and it was a system and all of that? Am I right on that?
I I, I really thought they said he was ready. So
I
I don't
thought
know
they
how
said
Oh,
he
he.
was
oh,
ready
oh,
too.
oh, oh, oh,
I thought you said
oh,
he was
don't
ready
misquote.
for the NBA.
Do
He
not,
could play.
do,
You say he could play on this level.
Yeah,
do not,
right now,
do,
not
oh,
later. Now,
okay, y'all, I think y'all misquoting what I said.
okay, what did you
I
say?
said, I said he needed another year. I think he needed another year in college. I did not
Okay.
say he was ready for the pros. I said he's going to be good, but I didn't say he was ready. So the G League or whatever league they need to put him in, that's fine. But come on, don't misquote me, man. Stop, y'all.
Yeah, you gonna
Stop
put him
it.
in the G League?
What's
He
after
need to go
G?
there. He need to go there.
You're right. I agree with you.
All right,
He
well,
need
go
to go
ahead,
there.
Tone. Go ahead, Tone. Go ahead, Tone. And
I don't. I don't even see. I don't know what you guys watched. You must not have watched the summer league, right? Because the number two pick overall, Alex R. In the summer league, Bronny averaged what 9 points. Okay,
He
he had
did.
a couple games where he didn't do anything. Yeah,
I don't know if he
he had
averaged
a.
nine. Tony.
If you
I didn't
watch
know
the
he
first
averaged
two
that much.
games,
I
if you
did
watch
watch
the
the
first
first
two
two.
games, if you watch the first two games in California, those were the bad games that he had. The rest of them, he played well. He averaged about 9 points. But that's not the point. The point is out there on the court. If you look at the number two overall pick that everyone was talking about, got in the summer league, this is supposed to be a formality for him. He took 15 shots, scored 0 points, did not get any free throws, nothing. 0 points. He's the number two pick. Just because these guys are going to take time, all of them, they're going to take time. What I have seen from Bronny James, especially if you've watched any videos of him working out over the summer, and playing in the Drew League or playing in or any of those other leagues with playing in Rico's gym or whatever the case may be, when you see footage of him, he looks like he belongs out there with the rest of those NBA players that are going along. Is he going to help the Lakers this year? I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because I think there are about 7 people on the Lakers that will not be helping them this year. They're trying to pull the rest of them in. They're probably trying to trade, a few of those 7 to get someone else who will come in there. But to answer your first question, will LeBron and Bronny work? The answer is no, because I think by the time Bronny is ready to make a real contribution, I don't mean token contributions where he shows I belong in this league, but I don't know the NBA game yet. I mean a real contribution. I think LeBron will be gone. But do I still stand on, is Bronny going to be a solid, if not above average NBA player? I still stand on that.
What's solid?
He's a great defender.
A solid career, I'd probably say he gets into that 12-5 regularly. I say that's a floor for him.
12 points, 5 assists is what you're saying?
Yeah, 12-5. I think
Ooh,
that's probably a floor for him.
generous. Yeah, that's generous.
I see
You say
him,
that's a floor?
but I do.
I say ceiling.
So. No, oh, absolutely not. Season 4 is the year that I'm referring to where I think he should be able to make a real contribution. Season 4, I think his floor is 12-5.
Elliot, what do you say about that?
No, I don't see it. I mean, on a career, I mean, I see him as one of those, maybe 5-3 guys, and that's depends on how long he's able to actually stick around without hanging on to LeBron coattail.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, let me
All
ask you
right.
this.
Yeah.
Let me ask, since you
No,
I mean,
said
the
no.
that.
summer
Hold on,
league.
Tom.
Come on. I mean,
Go
the
ahead,
summer
Elliot.
league. The summer league. I mean, come on. Is that enough talent, skill level to put him up against? To say, I mean, he averaged what 8-9 points a game, 3 rebounds, but he only played 4 games. He sat out the last game.
I
So
cannot
he's
believe anybody who knows anything about how this works is looking at the summer league. Not the
right.
summer league. No. The summer league is about seeing something that makes you feel like someone belongs. Then you cultivate that talent. Do you know how many people in the summer league, like how many stars come to the summer league and they don't do anything when they first get here, but the coach saw something in them, started working on that, and improving the weaknesses around them, and then they become, all pro. Come on, man, y'all. I mean,
Okay.
you got to look at what it is. He has the build, he has the athleticism. The thing that he lacks is aggression. You know what could probably be coached into him? Aggression, and that comes with opportunity. They're going to send him down to the G League, and they're going to say, LeBron, if you want to eat, go eat. Like if you want to eat,
LeBron,
literally, go eat on
Bronny
the
will
court.
be in the league as long as LeBron is in the
Listen, man. I
Pretty much.
whatever dinner you want to treat to, because the reality is he's going to be an NBA player,
league. No, he's
especially
already an
at
NBA player.
no, no,
But
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I mean, he'll.
Yeah.
I would say he legitimately has. I say floor 5-year career. I think he's probably going to be a 10 to 12 year career person.
Howard,
Mm.
Because I think he'll be an elite role player.
do you think Bronny is riding on Bron's coattails, as Elliot said?
No, 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 not at
What?
I
all.
I
No,
vehemently disagree.
Do
no,
the
he's
Lakers
not right.
draft him if they don't have LeBron James? Do they draft him? No.
Yes.
They do
No,
not
hold on.
draft him.
No, look, dude, hold on.
A
No, the
lot of people
Lakers right
wanted
now
Bronny,
have
man.
a
Did you
lot of
know that?
people before the
What?
Lakers would have drafted him.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. A lot of them were told not to
I don't
draft
know
him.
about that.
Dude, he would have been in Phoenix. He would have been in Dallas. He would have been.
I'm telling you, man. A lot of
There
people
were a
wanted
few other.
Bronny.
Listen,
They
man.
were told not to
I
take him.
know that's the narrative that Clutch Sports was putting out. I know that's what they were telling y'all. But what Bronny gonna do if somebody listen? What was the if Phoenix wanted him, why wouldn't Phoenix grab him?
What I tell you?
You didn't say it. Say it again.
I
He's
just
going to
said what I.
Australia.
He what?
Because they were told not to.
I know what I'm
I
saying.
mean, come
Why
on.
why would they listen to them if they
Right,
want him?
because
exactly.
because he wouldn't sign and he just go play overseas and make his money.
Do you really
It
think
defeated the
he was
purpose.
gonna go play overseas? He was making NIL money anyway. He could have
Yeah,
just
but
stayed in college.
it was just a threat to the team. Some teams thought it wasn't worth the headache to bring him in if he didn't want to be there. But
I,
by the end of it, he said, I would go to Phoenix if they picked me. But when it came up, Phoenix got a big, which is something that LeBron is not, that Bronny is not.
all right. Well, we both disagree. I mean, well, me and
I
Elliot,
mean, this
y'all.
is this is something we ain't gonna be able to know until 3 years from
We
now.
see it.
But you, I, nobody's delusional into thinking that he's going to be a contributing player right away. But I think you're being disingenuous if you can't recognize, or you just don't know
Well,
talent.
let
If
me
you
ask you: Do
can't
you think he would be? Do
recognize,
you think he would be in the league without? Would you think he would be on a team, the NBA, and not just in the G League if he wasn't on the Lakers?
he's going to the G League this year. He just has a real contract instead of a 10-day. That is the only difference. People act like this is not what teams do with all of their second round picks that they still want to develop. They give them a full second round contract so that they control their rights. So that once he is developed, I'm bringing you up, and now you're a contributing
Hey, but
player.
I heard him talk though. I think when he start his podcast, it's gonna be good.
You can say what you want. All we gonna talk. At the end of the day, we know who's been right more often than not. So
that was that was good.
Well spoken,
I,
sir.
but I mean,
Well spoken, sir.
some things you just can't agree with. You just let slide.
okay,
Look,
Exactly.
hey, look, there was a trade that happened that kind of shocked the NBA. I didn't see it coming. Karl Anthony Towns traded to the Knicks, and I think the Knicks get Julius Randle. But I don't know if everybody's finished doing their trading. But what do y'all think about that Karl Anthony Towns trade?
I said last year that they played better without what's his name? I can't even think of his name.
Rudy Gobert,
Julius
What?
Randle.
Julius Randle from the
Julius Randle.
Knicks.
They played
Oh,
better without him in the lineup. When he gets the ball sticks to his hands. It's one thing. Now they played a lot better. I think they played more free because they didn't have to worry about him handling the ball by himself. We understand that Jalen is going to handle the ball. We understand that he's going to be the man. But at the same time, when they got to Julius Randle, the ball stuck a lot. What I think about this trade here, they got a big man. But the thing is Karl Anthony Towns going to go in the paint? Is he going to go down there and work? He's a better outside 3-point shooter than Julius Randle is, so he's definitely a threat from out there. But I think he needs to go to the post. They're they, they're legit. They're legit championship team, man. That's what
championship?
they're legit. They're legit, bro. They're legit.
I think they were before they made this move. I think, and this is not a shot on either player. I just don't think the fit for how. I think both teams might have stunted themselves a little bit with this trade. But I see why Minnesota was doing it because they can't be a team trying to sell with three max players. And so we know Gobert had no value on the trade market. And realistically, they couldn't give him up. They couldn't trade him considering all they traded to get him. They just got to ride this out because they don't want to have all the egg on their face. You have Ant, who is the star. So Nas Reed to me is not that significant a drop off from Carl Anthony Towns. But they did get DiVincenzo, which will help Minnesota a lot. But I do think with the way they played, I don't think Randall can fit that. So the only way this makes sense for me is if Minnesota's not done. They're about to move Randall somewhere else and get another piece that fits better with the way that they play.
Don't they
As
What's
got
far
that?
as
don't they also
hmm,
got the guy that was it his Achilles that he tore? The guy
who
that tore his Achilles, he did something. That was a great rebounder and a great finisher for. I'm talking about
oh, you
Minnesota.
talking about Mitchell?
I can't think his name. God don't mind it.
I just
But I
know
think he's
Nas
gonna be
Reed
back this
and
year too.
Nas Reed. But they did lose slow mo, so you know what I mean. It it just depends. But as far as the Knicks, I think with the Knicks, I think the Knicks made a fatal mistake because I think what made them great. That's if they want to continue to play the way that they played last year. What made them great was the fact that they were the best offensive rebounding team in the league, and that was due largely to Hartenstein. They could have found $20 million to give Hardenstein if they would have went ahead and traded Randall as soon as the trade market opened. So they when they made that trade um for Mikal Bridges, they should have then traded Randall to get um to get off of his money and to get someone that fits them, but mostly so that they can keep Isaiah Hartenstein, knowing that Mitchell Robinson is going to be hurt. I just think now the injury thing for both teams is going to be too much. And so I think the ceiling for both teams has been lowered from this, even though both all-star players.
What's up with that, Elliot?
Yeah, I agree. I think both All Star players, but I just don't think they're gonna get what they need from Towns out the tank. For one thing, he's not gonna stay in the middle. He's not gonna play in the middle. He's gonna be shooting threes. He can be trying to play the uh the guard, and he's gonna be driving to the basket rather than being already under the basket and playing where he need to be playing. I think that was part of the problem for me while he was in Minnesota. And they did play better without him on the court. So I don't think this was a great move for the Knicks. I don't think it's gonna hurt them. They won't. They still need another big man that's gonna be aggressive and play under the basket.
All right, the Bills and the Ravens played. Ravens put something on them boys when they played. So my question to you is, how impressive was the Ravens beating the Bills to you? Tony, we
Hmm.
start with you.
The reality is it showed some improvement to me because other than that Chiefs game, they've been beating everybody early and then losing the lead at the end. Um, and so for them, when they got that fumble and then Derrick Henry turns around and runs like back to back 20 plus yard runs, it was, and then they went down and score. That solidified. Okay, we're here. All right, we're here, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this game out. It was impressive to me because of how good the Bills were playing, but I mean, this the early part of the league. Everybody's throwing up duds right now. So
Howard.
Um, they were home. They did what they were supposed to do, win the game at home. They beat a legitimate team, I think one of the best teams in the league. Um, from start to finish, man, they played like they wanted to win that game regardless. They showed me that they're one of the top three in the AFC. So, but you know how it goes, Any given day, baby. Any given day, you can have, I ain't even saying about the hat you got on your head, but any given day, baby. That's all I got to say. Now.
Elliot.
Yeah, I was impressed by the Ravens, the way they came out and they played. To me, this was a do or die game early. This needed to be a statement game. They needed it to rebuild some confidence. They had lost a couple of close games they should have won, and this was to me, probably one of the top 3 teams in the NFL right now, and probably the best quarterback right now in Allen, probably the leader for the MVP voting right now. I would give it to him, and they came out and they did what they had to do. They had to win this game, and they did it from start to finish. Came out with the dub.
I
Yeah, I
want to
think
see
it
what
was.
Buffalo gonna do.
Go ahead, Howard.
They just lost Von Miller for 4 games, so I want to see what they're gonna do
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
defense.
Hey,
that's
they
gonna
lost
hurt.
it for 4 games. Do anybody know what happened?
You
Four
already know,
games.
man.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
I
you
think
you.
You think it
I
was
think he
some
failed a test,
drugs?
didn't he?
It's all you already know, man. To try to get
Maybe.
back quick as you can. Y'all already know that was the deal.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Huh? And he older too, so you already know. He said, "I'll take that 4 game, but I'm gonna be here for the rest of the year."
Man. Hey
You
man,
know,
look, while we talking on this, man, them commanders, man, that rookie quarterback they got, is he the truth?
pass the truth. That's the best quarterback in the league right now, Elliott.
Don't ask me.
I ain't gonna
Don't
say
ask
that.
me.
I ain't gonna say that now. But he's playing some good ball. He playing to be a
He
rookie,
play,
on this
Don't
stage,
ask
and
me.
he's got a lot of pressure on him right now, and he's showing
dude.
out.
He ain't got no pressure on him. They're not expected to do. They wasn't expected to do anything. There's no pressure on him. He's putting pressure
I
on
agree.
teams.
I agree.
He's putting the pressure on this dude, man. Look like he been in the NFL for 4 or 5 years, bro. This kid is
He looked
tough with it,
good. It's
man.
just 4 games in.
You keep saying it's just 4 games in. Oh,
And listen,
go ahead,
I'm
Tony.
not saying. I'm saying. I told you guys. I've been saying it. I've been screaming from the rooftop since week 3 of the college season last year that I thought he was a legitimate NFL superstar. Um, I'm gonna hold on that. I was just sad that he got drafted number 2 instead of
One.
somewhere, a more reputable organization. No, I didn't want
Oh,
him to go to the Bears either, to be
oh, you
honest.
wanted to go to
Of the
y'all, huh?
two,
You
no,
wanted
no,
him to
no,
go
no,
to
no, no,
y'all.
no, 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 no. Of course, yes, but there was no delusion thinking that he would make it there. I knew he was either the first or the second pick. Um, but it actually worked out better for him because he has a scheme that is set for him, and I still think that they're
Yeah,
lost in Chicago. So, but let's take this record kind of with a grain of salt,
Okay.
um, because I'm not talking about his play. He's still poised. He's still everything that we said, but his play. Let's take it with a grain of salt. I mean, the team record, take it with a grain of salt because they have I wanted to give them honorable mention this week, but they have probably the easiest schedule played
Beginning
of
of the season.
in the beginning of the season.
Right.
So some rougher times are expected, but if they were to win the division, it wouldn't surprise me. Just because the defense is starting to do enough, they got a bend but don't break, and this dude seems to have the kind of poise that the greats have. And Terry McLaurin, it's just a matter of time before he starts showing that he was making Taylor Heineke look good. So what is he going to do with a real legitimate quarterback? So
Well, that's good, man, that them boys are balling like that. Look, we already at the 9:30 spot, man. We got to get into our segments so we have enough time to talk about them. So we got that first segment that we can get into. Howard Heroes. Howard, let's talk about what your heroes are for this week.
Ah, yeah. Looking at this. Derrick Henry, 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, almost 200 yards. Dallas, I'm pissed off at you. I'm really mad. I'm really mad for real. I'm mad about this. I'm mad about this because he's supposed to be in Dallas. Derrick Henry,
I don't think
nothing
so.
but love for
King
you, big dog.
Henry putting down a
A big
marker
robot
early.
running down the field. Come on, man. Hey,
He has
look,
the
Tony,
best
I got to give
career
your boy some credit.
interception percentage in
Y'all
NFL
defense,
history.
is rocking.
Rodgers sacked on
I don't
first
think
down.
Rodgers knew what hit him
Nickel
when our
package,
defense
third and
came
long,
calling the
first
tank.
possession.
Them,
Rodgers,
them, them Broncos, you got to give them some
short throw.
credit, man.
Wilson
They
trying to
2 and
break, and he
2.
fumbles
I
the
didn't
ball.
expect this. I only think
The
Tony
Jets
expected, and
turn
that's
it
his
over
team.
on their first possession.
Good job, Denver.
This
And the Indianapolis
Pittsburgh
Colts,
defense.
this quarterback, I
Fakes
think
the
everywhere he goes, he
interception.
wins.
Richardson steps up, protected. Davis
Everywhere he
has it
goes,
stopped.
he
Michael
wins.
Pittman
And he
with
came
a
off the bench
sack
to
behind
do
heavy
this
blitz.
again. He won a Super Bowl with
Tempo
the
here to
Raiders,
start.
and he gave the
As
Steelers
we take a look at the
a little bit of
starters now
medicine
for
Sunday.
Shane Steichen's
Got to
offense.
give it up for this boy. He's tough with it. I like it. Quarterback. And Virginia Tech, they got stumped. They got cheated. The referees should be ashamed of themselves, and the NCAA should have took a look at this thing and should have overturned this thing themselves. Virginia Tech got cheated on Friday night. Pure T cheated. That boy caught that ball in the end zone. Cheated, man. I'm almost like Mad Dog Russo. Cheated, man. They got cheated.
All right, and look, that last play. Do y'all think that was a catch, or do y'all think?
Caught that ball, man.
Howard, Howard, listen. I have to go to see 6 Virginia Tech games a year. There's no one who wants them to be good more than me. I was rooting for them. He did not catch that ball, Howard. As
He
a
caught that
matter of
ball,
fact,
Tom.
he
He caught it,
never
Tom.
got his second hand on the ball because his hand was holding the hand of the other defender. But it looked good. It made for some drama. They shouldn't have been in that position anyway because Drones and the coach blew it in the last 2 minutes with some plays and not using their timeouts. So I don't think it comes down to that play. You could say that was a catch. It was. It wasn't. The ball
And
was
you can say
fumbling
it wasn't a
around.
catch. I say it was a catch. He caught that ball.
The ball was intercepted. But
I don't
What do
know.
you
No
think?
way.
You think that
I
was a
don't.
No way.
catch?
It was not a catch, Howard. It's not a catch, dog.
Elliot, be quiet, man. You know what you're
we need to
talking
get
about.
you an 8K TV.
You can't watch everything on your phone.
Huh? Hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey. I got a big 75-inch in the living room. I can see all of
you
it.
saw you
Trust
saw
me.
all of it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah,
I can
but
see
Go back
all
and
of
look
it.
at the
it's
replay. Go back and look at the
Trust me.
replay.
yeah, but
Trust
it's
me.
what? It's
All right,
4K
man.
with
Let's get to our next segment. We got Elliot surprises of the week. Elliot, let's talk about these surprises.
The
Oh
table
yeah.
setters
It
to
is
allow
Reggie Jackson time.
Gurley
It's
to get some
October.
valuable
October
fly ball
baseball
deep
is
right
here.
field. Back goes
Braves
Taylor
and Mets
looking
played a
over the
doubleheader
wall. It's over
yesterday.
top of the fence off
Each
the
team
brace.
needed to
Soler
win
racing
one
for second.
game
Taylor
to
tracks him
get into the
down, and Soler
playoffs.
will stop at
The
second
Braves
base.
going into the ninth inning of the first game, up 2-run home run by the
Hit to
Mets.
shallow center. That's going to fall
The
for a
Mets are
base hit.
into the
The
playoffs. Had to
Braves
go to the
take the
second
lead.
game for the Braves to get in.
Soler
They
comes in to
did
score.
get the job
Hit
done.
by
Both teams in the playoff. Braves
That's one
took the
nothing.
number 5 seed. All right. Hey, to beat the top dog, you gotta beat it. You gotta beat the top dog. Now, number 2 and number 4 going at it. This is like one of the biggest rivalries in the SEC, and it was one of the greatest games of all time. That went down to the wire. Alabama jumped out to a 28-0 lead, 30-7 at halftime. But the Bulldogs did come back, make it interesting at the end. Almost won it, pulled it off, threw an interception with time running out, and they could not pull it off. And now they're back to number 5, still not out of the playoff race, but Alabama's number 1 team. They're the top dog in the country right now. Roll Tide,
And that Arizona
roll.
defense,
Hey,
as
the
the corner
Commanders,
is
man.
wide open,
What can we say? Number
eliminates
1,
Zacchaeus, who
top
we should
of
see
the
more
division
of
right now.
today.
When I
Jaden got
watched
him
them
off to a
last
good
week, there were
start,
some
3-1.
things that they did that I
He
didn't
has
know what they were.
completed
Daniel
85%
steals it.
rookie record,
It'll be a first and goal. Notice the
93 against the
tempo
Cardinals
here.
last week. And now If we can just get this defense together, we might be able to pull off this conference run. But I'm concerned. I don't think the defense gonna hold us up the whole season. And Jaden cannot continue to play like this. But we're gonna be keep hope alive. Commanders is in first place. Um, Cowboys, Eagles, they still there?
You know, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm, I'm just looking, bro.
Hey, look, let me ask you a
I,
question, man. On that division with the Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders, who you think gonna take the division? That conference?
Be
hey,
honest with
man,
you, I really think the Eagles are gonna put it together. I think the Eagles gonna come out on top.
no, sir.
I don't think
I
I
think,
don't think Daniels can play at this level for a whole NFL season. The defense is
wow,
not strong.
wow.
And to me, the Cowboys, they gotta
Man, don't,
find themselves. There is something missing, something going on. Maybe
Something going
Jerry Jones
on.
needs to
Something
start
going on with
inviting
that
people to
team.
practice.
Terry Jones is
Keep
what's going on.
Well,
He's
explain
got to
that,
have
Jamie
Howard.
Jamie
competition.
Foxx out of the
Howard,
booth at
explain that.
practice.
Because we talked last week about Jerry Jones was calling out some numbers, but we didn't really get into it last
Hey,
week.
I found out what you were talking about, man. That's crazy.
Oh,
The wrong numbers. I don't think that's on the stat sheet.
hey, did you find out what I was talking about earlier?
I did, man.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
Hey, man.
Jamie cut that
hey,
line
man. Hey,
quick.
listen, man. What's wrong with Jerry Jones, man?
Hey, so was it in distaste or was it like a private joke? I mean, he walked through the locker room all the time and he seeing all these guys, right?
No, he not. No, he not seeing. He looking. That's two different.
So
That's
do
two
you think
different
it's
things. He
intentional?
not. He not
Is it
seeing.
intentional
He not
looking?
seeing. He not seeing. He's looking. There's,
But it was
there's,
a
a, there's a
bad
difference.
joke. It was
Wait.
a
Yo,
bad joke.
easy.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
easy.
What? I'm sorry. I'm
Not
sorry.
made for TV.
What
Just
happened with Jerry? What happened with
crazy.
Jerry Jones? Though you said it's Jerry Jones' fault. How is it Jerry Jones' fault about the Cowboys?
Ever since he became the owner and got rid of Jimmy Johnson, it's been his fault. They've been downhill ever since. You can
I
have
didn't like
winning
that move.
seasons. You can have winning seasons, but his ego got in the way
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Jimmy was getting all the credit. He was
Right.
getting,
And he thought he was gonna
but
be
the
able to
thing is,
control Jimmy. He thought he was gonna be able to control him when he brought him in. And
and and and
Jimmy
you know,
actually, yeah.
since '95, that's where we've been. If something, I'm almost like Stephen A. Smith now, and I'm with him. If something bad gonna happen, it's gonna happen, man. It just don't matter. It's gonna happen. As long as he's around, they're they're not gonna win it. They're not gonna win near another Super Bowl while he's around.
Well, I mean, well,
They're
y'all.
not.
Hey, man, that's some strong words right there,
They're
man.
not. They're not. They're
That's
not, man.
that's
You know what,
that's
Howard?
why. Go ahead, Tone. What's wrong with Jerry Jones other than the size change? I'm just saying. What's wrong with him other than that?
He doesn't know talent, man. You know
You
who he
can't tell Jerry
reminds
that.
me of? You remember?
Tone,
You
Tone,
no,
He
Tone. I
knows
no,
don't know
talent.
if
no,
you gonna say that, man.
no,
The
no,
dra- the
no.
kind of
No,
drafts
no,
they
no,
be
no, no,
having.
no, 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 no,
He
no, no,
knows
no, no,
talent.
no, 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 no. Listen, Jerry Jones does not know that Jerry Jones has people around him that knows talent that he will occasionally listen to and get it right. Jerry Jones does not know what it takes to build a team. He's stuck in the 90s. He remembered I had Emmett, so he wanted to build a team around Ezekiel Elliott instead of paying his quarterback back then, which started the snowball of always having to pay the quarterback way too much, having to pay his receivers way too much because he waited way too late because he had way too much money tied up into a running back, which is a position that once you get past year 4, year 5, injuries and things start to happen. It's just not a smart investment. You see what's happening in San Francisco right now. They had a lot of money, the most money in the team, the second most money in the team, tied up in a running back. Running backs get hurt, lower injuries, lower leg injuries, stuff like that. It happens. Jerry Jones is in the way, and he needs to get out of the way. and
Simple as
let
that.
football people do it.
Well, I mean,
Simple as that.
we know Jerry Jones not getting out the way. We know that.
Well,
He's
they ain't
not getting
winning
out
either.
the way.
Why he in the way? Why he in the way? They ain't winning nothing. Just that simple.
So you don't foresee no Super Bowl.
No, no. Heck no. Hey, no, no, no. No.
And then
Don't
Parsons
see.
hurt now too, right? No,
Parsons hurt. DeMarcus is hurt. He gone for 4 to
that's the
8 weeks.
defense right there.
Parsons is in a walking boot. Man, listen, I'm just watching
Dallas
football this
ranked
year.
defense was already suspect.
They whole team already suspect. How about that? Ain't just the defense. They look horrible, man.
You know what? You know what?
They look
I
horrible.
didn't agree with them keeping Dak when they signed him. I didn't think a Super Bowl was coming after that. To be honest, I don't think he
Agree with them. I agree with them keeping
Super
Dak,
Bowl
but I'm just
quarterback.
still saying. I agree with them keeping them, but they suck, man. That's just a point blank example. Tony segment, Bishop. It's Tony segment.
Hey man, I'm in shock. Howard, I'm
Change
in
the
shock.
subject.
I'm trying to process. I'm trying to process, man, all of what you just said, man. That's the only reason I like you. Probably the only Cowboy fan that I really can get with because you're one of the only honest ones.
They suck, bro. For real, real talk.
Damn.
Die hard Cowboy fan. I'll continue to be a Cowboy fan. I ain't gonna change. But they suck. Is that something?
Tell BB give your head back.
Say what?
Tell BB give your Dallas Cowboy head back.
You should see the gear I got now, Cowboy. That ain't gonna stop from coming. I'm gonna be a Cowboy fan, bro. You should already know.
Appreciate that.
Did you burn any of your gear? Cause y'all been losing for a mighty long time.
Man,
We
all
just won
right,
the
man.
division
Well,
2 years
hey,
ago
listen,
now.
listen. Before we get into Tony's segment, before we go, you know y'all got the Steelers. You know y'all got us this week. How coming up?
We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose.
I don't know.
Wow.
It depends.
I'm kind of iffy on that.
No, here's the only way they that I think the Steelers could mess it up. I think if Tomlin decides, okay, we couldn't stop the Justin Fields train because they were winning, but now that he's got a loss, let's see what Russ can do to give him a fair shot. And I think if they do that, it's over. I think Dallas might run through them because surprisingly, the Steelers defense did not look good last week,
No,
and that
last
was my claim
Justin
to fame.
Fields really played well.
Justin
Yeah,
played
He
good
did.
last
I
week.
He
thought so.
played
except for the
well.
Absolutely
fumble.
well.
Big
Except for
game.
the fumble. Except for the fumble.
Except for the
Yeah, he
fumble,
had the
yeah, that
fumble.
happens. Yeah.
He took a couple of sacks that he shouldn't have took, but other than that, he
Well,
played
you
good
got
that
to
second
take the
half.
sacks.
Hey
Better take the
Elliot,
sacks
hey,
and throw the ball away.
hold, Elliot,
Throw an interception.
I don't really appreciate the smugness you talking because your quarterback nice. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That little
but you know what,
smug.
Bishop?
You
We
know
ain't
what?
got nothing on y'all. Y'all got two.
He took a couple sacks that he shouldn't have taken. I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
Right,
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He's
I
smug
ain't hating.
because he got
Yeah,
a quarterback now.
I
all of
ain't
a
even
sudden, he
hating. Y'all
Dan
got two
Orlovsky.
quarterbacks. Y'all got two quarterbacks. You know, if y'all don't like the socks on one side, just change the other side. That's all.
You know what, man? I tell you, boy, people when they get up, boy, you can tell when they get up, boy.
All of a sudden, he Dan Orlovsky. He
Yeah,
sound like he's three.
All of a
Yeah.
sudden now
Look, look,
he's the X's and
look.
O's guy.
See,
I ain't mad at him.
the Y should have been the
It's been a
hot. The
long
Y
time
should have been
coming,
a.
Tony Bishop. Yo, it's been a long time coming for him. He got to rejoice right now.
Yeah, it's
He's
been
got to
a
Praise
rejoice.
long
God.
time. It's been a long time. It almost happened to where they got the name back. I heard they were trying to get the name back on the
Well,
command.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I think they're gonna end up changing the name.
Man, y'all ain't had the name for 3 years. Y'all get to change again?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
They
new
should
owner,
have
bro.
they should have kept it the
It don't
Washington,
make any
whatever it
sense.
was.
The football team
That
should have been.
that was better than
Yeah.
Commanders.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
no, you got to figure the naval base, Commander's
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
That's something.
Bad idea.
All right, man. Let's get into our last segment before we got to get out of here. We're gonna get into Tony's segment where Tony gonna give us his top five.
All right, this week I'm gonna be a little bit unorthodox with my top five, or a little bit off the, going against the grain. Number five, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Aside from the game that I believe they went in and completely underestimated the Denver Broncos, because the Broncos at the time were 0-2. Um, they just kind of got it handed to them by the Broncos defense, who I will say is playing better, as Howard noted. As a matter of fact, they are one of the better defenses in the league right now. And other than that game, the Bucks have been doing their thing. So at number five, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Next, at number four, I have my Detroit Lions. Again, the reason why it's some people might say, "Hey, how can you have them there when they actually lost to the Buccaneers?" But if you look at what the Lions have done, putting it all together, I still think they are a better overall team. So I have the Lions at number three, even though they lost. We're still going with the Buffalo Bills. I've seen enough from their quarterback, seen enough from their defense. It's not many people going to stop Derrick Henry when he gets downhill, especially if you turn the ball over and give him a chance. So I still
That's the
have the
Cowboys.
Bills. Yeah. As the Cowboys. All right, at number two, I have the Chiefs. This was tough for me because, to be honest, they have not looked good yet this season. I'm not as impressed with their defense as I have been, or I will say this: their defense has shown better than what it's showing now, and their offense just kind of still looks out of sorts. Travis Kelsey is yet to get off. They lost Rasheed Rice. We don't know what's going through here. We lost Isaiah Pacheco. It's always next man up with them. But my surprising number one team, because they have shown me the most all season, is the Minnesota Vikings. If you look at what the Vikings have done, they are the number two ranked defense in the league, and they're top 12 in offense, in scoring offense. I am so surprised at what Sam Darnold is doing. Well, not really surprised, because I did say he would be a
I'm
quarterback. What
surprised.
I am surprised about is he has almost completely eliminated the turnover problem that has been what plagued him in his entire career. But as far as how they are playing right now, and that is what this signifies, how they are playing right now, I'm going to go with the Vikings as my number one team.
All right, Howard, what do you think about the Tony's top five? What do you like, or what would you change?
I still would. I like the only thing I would still I would change is the one and the two. But like he said, it could have went either way. I still keep the Chiefs as number one. Super Bowl champions. They offense still ain't playing as well as it should be. Um, Vikings still got a lot to prove to me. Chiefs ain't got nothing to prove because that's who they are. I was
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
One
like
thing I
that's all
didn't
I would
say,
swap.
Howard. One thing I didn't say is that they've played the toughest schedule. They went into San Francisco. They blasted San Francisco. So they have the most impressive wins so far, which was the tiebreaker for me. So just so you know.
What do you think, Elliot?
Man, Vikings playing the best ball right now, other than the Bills. And you can't go wrong with Chiefs still at number two. I wouldn't put them at number one. They're winning. Good teams find a way to win, and that's what they're doing right now. There's some games they actually could have lost. They wouldn't be undefeated. And again, the Bills, probably to me, one of the best teams in the league. The Lions, you actually could flip them to one or two, to be honest with you, but that's a good spot. And Baker Mayfield, did
I
he
know,
come
right?
back? Did
Dude,
somebody find him?
dude, dude. I
Man.
hate that. I hate that. I hate when I was looking at it, I was like, man, I can't even say this. I almost put the Steelers back in there.
Right. Put the Steelers back.
Hey, look, man, Tone, your list is all right, but there's no way the Bills should be three.
Where do you think they
What do you
should be,
mean?
Big? Where
Behind
you
the
want to put them
line.
at?
Five.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can't lose.
Whoa.
You can't lose the way
Oh my
they lost
goodness.
and drop two spots. How you lose and only drop two spots?
But they were their first game losing.
I mean, it don't make no difference. You see how bad they lost? What was the Bills' first? What was the Bills' first 3 games? Who they play?
Hold on.
Oh, they played Miami, right?
Yeah, that one don't count.
That don't count. Okay.
Yeah, because
Mm-mm.
that was without Tua.
Tua, right? Okay, trash. All right,
Yeah.
who? What was one trash? Who else they play?
Oh, the Jags. Oh, wait a minute. You might be right. I never
They
even
trash
considered
too.
that.
Trash.
I
Who
never
else?
even considered that. And the Cardinals.
And the
Okay. They beat
Cardinals
the
trash.
Dolphins,
You
Cardinals,
know what? I've been going by the eye test,
the Jaguars.
but when I look at the analytics, you might be right. They actually might be number 6.
Yeah, they might. I think they. They ain't played nobody. And the
So
first
so
team.
It's the
so if they number
NFL. It's the NFL.
if they number 6, Tony, who you gonna put in there?
Who slides back
The
up into number
Steelers.
5?
The
That's
Commanders.
oh, not the Commanders.
No, Commanders are like
Commanders had the
they
same problem.
8, 8, 9.
Yeah,
They
Huh?
ain't got no defense.
the Commanders got the
Yeah.
same problem with their
It
schedule.
can't be the Steelers. Steelers really, to me, their defense has been holding them in games the last 3 or 4 games. I don't put the Steelers.
I
I
mean,
don't think he should have had the
Houston
Steelers.
might be able to slide in
Actually,
there 5.
who I would put in there, but it just doesn't line up with the record, is I would still put Baltimore.
I will
Exactly.
put
I like
Baltimore.
that.
I will put Baltimore in there. I will
Or
put
either
Baltimore.
Baltimore or the Texans.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Texas too.
yeah,
Yeah. At the
but
end
other
of the
than
day, the
that,
Bills
yeah.
are still 3-1 at the top of their division.
Yeah, but you're right, they ain't played nobody.
They look good, man, until they
Any
got into.
given Sunday.
Well,
No, some teams that don't work for. Some teams that some teams that don't work for.
That
That
ain't
any
fair.
given Sunday don't work for everybody.
All right, okay. All right.
yeah, that no, you right. No, I might you know what? This might be the
That
first
schedule
time
is a
I ever
little weak.
been convinced
Ain't
to
yeah.
switch my picks.
I ain't
But now
no
that
Tony. We ain't gonna do that. They're good. They're good at 3.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I understand. I wouldn't, but I can see why somebody would still have the Bills in there.
It
I
could be
can
a conversation. It could be a
in the
conversation.
conversation. Yeah, I wouldn't take them out of the conversation. All right, any topics, man? You guys, we didn't talk about. You guys want to talk about? I know you last week, Howard, you wanted to talk about Anthony Joshua getting knocked out in that boxing match. I know you wanted to talk about that. Um,
I ain't catch that.
Wasn't he
no, you
wasn't he supposed to be the man?
well, I never really thought he was the man,
no,
but
I thought he was a paper champion always.
yeah, his
You
chin,
think so?
yeah,
Yeah, the surprising loss to me was Anderson. I didn't think he was gonna lose.
right.
But that so I always thought it was set up to eventually be Anderson v. Joshua. I think they were trying to set that up, and they just couldn't hold up to it. So
All right, fellas. Well, man, look, that's
that's
this.
it.
That's our show. We had a great show, man. Howard, man, I'm sorry about them Cowboys, man. I don't
Hey,
feel good
Eh,
about the
I'm
season.
not.
eh,
It's still early. It's still early.
I'm not.
See
I'm
that
But
you
not.
say,
Howard,
man, Elliot, man, come on, man. All that swag, man. That's
we
and you try.
You got
we
to
got the
give to him,
same
Bishop.
record. We got
You
the
got to
same
give to
record.
him.
Elliot said,
Hey, so you
Elliot said,
got
look,
ready before the wheels fall off.
it's still early, Howard. You guys, it's still early. Okay, y'all.
Hey, like that's gonna make me feel good. That ain't
Hey,
gonna make me feel no better. It's still early and
Yeah,
they look horrible. They
Eh,
still early and they look horrible.
well, you ain't got to worry about me being a problem until the Super Bowl is already over and Denver won, because they could be
Bo
in the
Nix
Super
might take
Bowl.
him there. Bo might be the
They
savior.
they could be in the
No.
Super Bowl, and I'm gonna be just
You don't
like the
think so?
dude on Major League. That's all right. They're gonna blow
Hey,
it in the playoffs.
Bo got
It's
game
it,
now.
Hey
yeah,
man,
you
the
can.
only reason I don't like your team, Tony, is because of your coach. I don't
Yeah,
like
I don't
him,
like
man.
him either. I don't like him
I
either.
don't like
But
him, man.
what happened? Did you just now start not liking him, or you didn't? You
Yeah,
always?
yeah. I just not start. I just what he did to Russell Wilson, man, was
oh
that
no
that
no no
really
no no no
perturbed me.
no no, bro. I don't, no, that ain't it. No, Russ deserved all of that.
No,
Why,
he didn't,
Tony?
man. No, he
Why he
didn't.
No,
deserve
No, he
that?
because
didn't, Tony. No,
no,
Tony.
Russ was playing the CEO role, and it won't call for it. You don't come in there and start. Russ was alienating other players. Russ got yelled at on the sideline by a backup guard. That shows you how little the team respects him. Okay?
Tony,
Listen, he might be
Tony.
better now in
If he was
Pittsburgh.
my coach, and came off better than me like that, he ain't had to worry about cutting me. I would have been cut out. I punched him in his face.
Hey, say less, but you can't be the
You can't do
superhero.
that, man. You can't berate a man like that, man. I'm sorry. Do it in the locker room. You can't berate him like
You
that
know what
on
he was
TV.
probably
And that's
saying
where
to him?
everything was looking at him at. I
And
just,
not
I
only
think he
that,
was
Howard,
doing
not
something.
only that, Howard,
He didn't like him. He didn't like
he
him,
went
man.
there with a chip on his shoulder against Russell.
Yeah, he didn't like him. That ain't who he wanted, man. He wanted
Well,
an excuse, so he used
they
him as
they
a
paid
pod.
that man $85 million
That
to
ain't got
go
nothing to do with it,
away.
Tony. He didn't do anything for the deserve what he said to him. To
To
yell at
go
him like he
away.
did. He didn't do anything. The guard did it, and they're gonna fuss at him. Come on, bro. That's crazy. Fuss at the
Look,
dude that caused the penalty. You got to fuss at him. It wasn't Russell that caused the penalty. He don't.
this
He don't.
thing.
He don't like
Hold on.
Russell, man.
The same thing that's going
I
on with
would say
Aaron
what I
Rodgers
really
right
want to say,
now
but I ain't
between
gonna
the
say it
coaches.
because of our show. I would say that part, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna tell you the truth
Uh-oh.
about it.
You know what, guys? We're
No,
gonna go ahead. We're gonna go
he
ahead
grabbed
and
Jameis Winston. I don't think it's that. He wanted Jameis Winston. I don't think it's that.
No.
He was winning with Jameis Winston until he got hurt. I
okay,
don't
you
think it's
say
that.
Tony saved you, man. I was gonna have to reach you.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
All right,
I do.
look, man, this it. We have got it all our time. We see you guys next Tuesday. We see everybody next Tuesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Fellas, we had a great show. We out.
Deuces.
Later.